Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news today, so let's get to it. The very first thing I want to show you guys are a few images of an upcoming Ceratosaurus figure, or I should say statue, coming out from Black Horse Studio. This is the studio that has actually sculpted quite a few of the Damn Toys statues that have been released over the past few years, and they have this unbelievable Ceratosaurus coming out. It is very unclear to me right now. A lot of the information surrounding it, I don't know anything as far as a size or a price range or anything really. I also don't know if this is something that will be released through Damn Toys or through Black Horse Studio themselves, but what I do know is that these images show me this is an absolutely unbelievable looking Ceratosaurus, sculpted to the max as you always expect when it comes to a Black Horse Studio sculpt. It is ridiculously beautiful as far as the overall sculpting and detailing of the figure, and the overall appearance of the animal looks very muscular, very menacing looking Ceratosaurus. But these images were just released, so I did want to share them with you guys and get you hyped for this Ceratosaurus, even though at this point in time we're a little unclear as to pretty much everything when it comes to this Ceratosaurus, other than the fact that it looks great. Prime 1 Studio has recently put up the pre-order for their Jurassic World style Mosasaurus. I had actually covered this statue previously quite a while back when they had initially unveiled images of it, but now it actually going up for pre-order gives everyone the opportunity to place an order and save a Mosasaur for yourself. I really am a huge fan of the figure overall. I think that they've done a really good job on the sculpt. I think it perfectly pretty much matches up to the Jurassic World style Mosasaurus. And the water effect is fantastic. It looks extremely cool. The paintwork on the Mosasaurus also looks to be done really well. I think that this is, as usual when it comes to Prime 1, the best Mosasaurus statue out there currently when it comes to a Jurassic World style version. I know Chronicle is releasing one, but I really feel like this one is much better than the Chronicle one, and it is an absolutely massive statue at 1/15th scale. We know the Mosasaur in the film was huge, so we definitely also know that this statue will be huge. And there is an exclusive version which includes a shark, which is what our Mosasaur of course feeds on in Jurassic World. So if you would like to pre-order this, I will include a link down in the description where you can do just that. So make sure you check the description after this video is over and pre-order yourself this amazing Prime 1 Studios Mosasaurus today. As far as Memory Museum goes, I actually have some really fun news to announce from them. We actually have 2 new releases coming out from them that I am happy to unveil for you guys right now. They will actually be releasing statues of the Zephyrus, which is the Chinese paddlefish, and unfortunately, at the same time that we get to look at this beautiful looking Memory Museum statue, we also have the news recently that this species has actually gone extinct. So now this is technically an extinct species of fish, which is really sad to learn. But it's great to have Memory Museum honoring the fish by creating a beautiful statue, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely breathtaking once they officially release the images of the painted up version, the painted up prototype. I'll pass those along to you guys right away. I really think that the sculpt and detail on this is really nice. Beautiful representation of this species, and I'm psyched to see an actual underwater animal released by Memory Museum, as we have not seen that previously. But they will actually also be releasing yet another marine animal, and it is another fish. They will also be releasing a coelacanth. So you can see by both of these images, they look fantastic. I am beyond excited to see both of these when they are going to be released. Looking at these images of the actual 3D renders, I think they look incredible already, but nothing really speaks volumes like seeing the painted up prototype. So I'll be really impatiently waiting to see the images of what the painted up prototypes look like, but we now can get excited knowing that these are coming from Memory Museum. As always, they continue to just blow me away, not only by the very cool species they choose, but just by the overall beauty of their products. Everything Dinosaur recently had an opportunity to take a few images of the Papo Giganotosaurus. Of course, this is the prototype, not a factory sample, but it gives us another opportunity to take a look at this Giganotosaurus from quite a few different sides and get a much better idea of what the head sculpt looks like and everything up close, really giving you a good idea of how well detailed the figure is. And I will say that as far as the fine details go, This thing is beautiful as far as the scale detail, and the overall head sculpt I think is fantastic. Of course, Papo continuously always does a great job on the fine details of every single sculpt that they release. It's really just the pose that is the biggest problem, and these images do not help that at all. I really don't think these images have helped me to deal with the pose any more so than I actually had before. In fact, it might even be worse, and these images just help to reassure that fact. Everything Dinosaur has also showed off a few images of the Stygimoloch coming from Papo, which looks to be really beautiful actually. Unfortunately, the initial images that they had released didn't give us too much to see of the figure, so this slightly different view of the Stygimoloch really shows it off a little bit more. I'd like to see a more up-close side profile of it, but this image definitely gives me hope that that's going to be a fantastic Stygimoloch figure. And they also showed us an image of the upcoming Velociraptor and Parasaurolophus repaint. Both look really good. I'm actually quite a big fan of the Velociraptor repaint, but more specifically that Parasaurolophus repaint is fantastic. I am really psyched for that one, and I think the colors and tones and everything used on it look beautiful. Even though it's just a repaint, I am extremely excited about it. I also wanted to let you guys know, as far as Dans Dinosaurs goes, I recently showed you guys the Iron Studios art scale 1/10 sick Triceratops statue that was going up for pre-order. Well, Dans Dinosaurs is actually also going to have this in stock and has currently put up a pre-order for this Triceratops. The price is $899.99 in US dollars, and the pre-order deadline is March 2nd of 2020. It is estimated to be released in the fourth quarter of 2020. So if you are actually interested in pre-ordering this, and you can definitely do it through Dans Dinosaurs, contact Dans Dinosaurs at dan@dansdinosaurs.com, or head over to Dans Dinosaurs and check it out on their website right now. And speaking of Dans Dinosaurs, they recently put up a discontinuation notice for quite a few different resin kits they currently have in stock. So unfortunately, you've got a Carnotaurus, a Tyrannosaurus, a Triceratops, an Ankylosaurus, a Boreal-Pelta, and an Edmontosaurus that are all being discontinued from Lone Trike Studios. All 6 of those kits look to be incredibly fantastic, so if anybody was interested in picking those up, now is pretty much your last chance, as they are about to be discontinued in the coming weeks, and limited quantities are remaining from Dans Dinosaurs. So if you were interested in picking any of these up, or maybe you're just learning of them now and you are now interested in picking them up, make sure you head over to Dans Dinosaurs and do so right away before they are officially extinct. And speaking of extinct, a company that kind of appeared to be almost extinct for a little while has officially unveiled some upcoming figures, and that would be PNSO. We have not heard anything from them for quite some time, unfortunately, as PNSO is one of my favorite companies of all time, so it was really sad that they were kind of dead for quite a significant amount of time. But Everything Dinosaur has recently released a few images of some upcoming figures coming from PNSO. One is a baby feathered Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it's about the cutest thing I think I've ever seen. It is incredibly well sculpted. As always, when it comes from PNSO, you're never going to get anything but excellence, in my opinion, when it comes to a PNSO sculpt. But the paint application also looks to be really, really cool, and this is definitely a figure I'm going to, without question, want to get my hands on. Really beautiful work, and you can see that from every single vantage point of this baby Tyrannosaurus Rex. But we also actually have a baby Sinoceratops, and you can see quite obviously the paint scheme is actually quite reminiscent to the Sinoceratops from Jurassic World, so I really feel like maybe there was some inspiration when it came to the paint scheme that they were giving this figure from Jurassic World, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. More often than not, PNSO does not base any of their models off of anything but scientific accuracy, but this little kind of Jurassic World inspired Sinoceratops baby is beautiful, just like the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Again, the sculpt is fantastic. It is absolutely sculpted to the max and really beautifully painted, pretty much like every PNSO release continuously. So these are 2 figures that I will be highly anticipating coming from PNSO, and who knows what else they have in store for us this year. Everything Dinosaur continue to release news from many different companies, as they have given us a quick look at the different invertebrate models coming from Collect Day this year, and it's really cool to actually see the factory samples in hand and just how good they look, and personally I think each and every single one of them looks beyond fantastic. I really feel like Collect has outdone themselves this year when it comes to not only the amount of species in their 2020 line, but also by including these extremely cool invertebrates and doing such a bang-up phenomenal job. All of them look great. And if anybody's been interested, the Dinomation Tyrannosaurus Rex statue is officially ready to ship. You can see all these factory samples here. They are clearly just banging these Tyrannosaurus Rex out of the factory and slamming them straight into retailers all over the place. So anybody that may have pre-ordered this incredibly awesome looking vintage Tyrannosaurus Rex, get prepared to receive yours very soon, because you can quite easily see that there are plenty to go around and that they are ready to ship right now. So that is super exciting, and it's also quite exciting to see an actual factory released version of this, an image of many of them honestly, and I think they really look great. Definitely a beautiful vintage Tyrannosaurus Rex, easily one of the best I've ever seen. Then as far as Cesar Gomez goes, he has recently begun work on a new Ceratopsian, and you can see by these images it is a Mosasaurus, and it looks fantastic already. I reviewed the Cesar Gomez baby Triceratops not long ago, and I was absolutely floored with just how beautiful that figure was in person, and this Mosasaurus looks like it's shaping up to be just as wonderful, if not even better. Beautiful work continuously from Cesar Gomez, and I did want to show you guys his current work and the current progress on his Ceratops, as it looks fantastic. Then as far as Mattel goes, and thank you to Collect Jurassic for this information, there is currently a box variant of the Brachiosaurus that is showing up in Belgium, so that's really cool. Definitely something that's nice to know. It's also nice to see that they have the Brachiosaurus actual silhouette there, not the Apatosaurus, which they had mistakenly put on the initial wave of Brachiosaurus boxes. But if there are any completists out there that just have to have everything that Mattel releases, you now have a brand new Brachiosaurus box to search out. And on the subject of Mattel, we actually now know that the pre-order is live currently for Owen Grady and Blue from the Amber Collection for the Mattel line, and they are currently up on Entertainment Earth. But in even more exciting news, and one-upping Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store has actually just put up pre-orders for Blue, Owen, and Charlie. So now you will have the opportunity to actually own all of these current Amber Collection figures, as they've been pretty elusive the last few months, only showing up on a few different random websites, and we were all kind of clueless as to when they were actually going to get released by some of these more well-known stores. Well, we now have that answer, as the pre-orders are starting to show up kind of all over the place, but as of right now, Big Bad Toy Store has all three up for pre-order. And as far as what is next in the line from the Amber Collection, again, we've seen the image before, but we now officially have confirmation from Entertainment Earth that Dennis Nedry and the Dilophosaurus will be coming next. So hopefully we'll get some images of both very soon, and we'll actually get a chance to take a look at them and the prototypes, hopefully sooner rather than later. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.